How's it going, everybody? Chris Cards is back with a brand new edition of Through the Mail Monday. Our first of 6 returns comes to us from Knoxville, Tennessee, and we have Bubba Trammell. Bubba Trammell signed hopefully all 3 of these cards. There's the Topps Prospects, there's the Topps Gold, and the Upper Deck, all signed nicely. Bubba Trammell's 7-year career, most notably a member of the 2000 National League champion New York Mets, played against the Yanks in the World Series that year, played in 4 of the 5 games, 2 as an outfielder, 2 as a DH, hit .400 with 2 home runs. I remember that quite well. The very next year in 2001, I saw him play as a Padre at Safeco Field during interleague play. Chatted him up a little bit on the third baseline, did not get his auto at that time, but shared a few words with him regarding the 2000 series with the Mets and the Yankees, so that was kind of fun. Mentioned that in my note. He did not charge me for those 3 cards. He charges $5 a card, so keep that in mind. He didn't send me back his little price list and charge me, I guess, because of the nice note I wrote him. And recalling our interactions at Safeco Field, or I guess T-Mobile Park now, the Big Pink, as they call it. Nice return from Bubba, $5 a card, unless you can sweet talk him like I did. There you have it. On to the next. Our second return comes to us from God knows where. No mail markings on this whatsoever. A little tricky to open. So we'll go into this blind and see who return number 2 is going to be. And we've got original Montreal Expo, Jose LeBoy, a.k.a. Coco LeBoy. He was mired in the minors for the first 10 years of his career with the Giants and the Cardinals before finally catching a break with the expansion Expos in 1969, becoming their starting third baseman. Finished second that year in the Rookie of the Year standings behind Ted Sizemore, tied with Al Oliver, who went on to have an almost Hall of Fame career. But as is the case many times, the pitchers adjusted to Coco, stopped throwing him fastballs, and he did not have a great sophomore season. In the offseason, while trying to work hard to make sure everyone knew his rookie year was not a fluke, he hurt his knee, and of course, knee surgery back then. Not very good with 2 full seasons under his belt. It was tough for him to come back from, and the Expos cut him. Kind of a shame. Took him a long time to get to the majors. When he finally got there, he was done in by the injury bug. So there you have it, guys. Jose LeBoy and Floyd Wicker will be getting those 2 cards to complete that 1969 Rookie Star card. That's pretty sweet. So moving on, return number 3 comes to us from Santa Clarita, California. And we have blank index card and Danny Tartabull. Danny Tartabull, nice little career, 14 years. Started off with the Seattle Mariners in 1986, hit .270 and hit 25 bombs. Pretty decent year for him, but he was overshadowed by Wally Joyner and Jose Canseco. That 87 Topps card, a little bit jacked up. Both of these cards seem like they got damp, but they don't seem damaged, and the signatures look great. I think he signs for about $5 a card. I sent him $10, and he signed all 3, so I guess that worked for me. No real set price. People just kind of sending him money, so I thought, well, I'll get 2 of my set cards signed here, the 87 Topps and the 89 Upper Deck. Be done with it. Sent him $10, and I found the $90, so I threw in there, hoping he would sign all 3, and he did. Very nice return from him. He's a second-generation player. His father, Jose Tartabull, had a nice little career back in the day. Ended his career with .273 average and 262 home runs. Pretty good little player. A lot of productive years with Kansas City. He was a All-Star in 1991. Pretty good return from him. He just recently started signing, I think. So jump on him, guys, if you need him, because he is waiting with pen in hand. Just grease his palm a little bit. Not sure where that saying came from, but I think I used it in the proper context. Let's go on to our 4th return, guys. Okay, what are we on? 4th return, perhaps? Coming to us from West Palm Beach. A lot of cards in here, I can tell. Oh boy, it's a grip of cards. A grip of vintage incoming. Watch out, guys. Yes. Yes. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this cardboard from yesteryear. Johnny Groth. That's right, Johnny Groth finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting to Roy Sievers. in 1949. That's right. Roy won the Roy in 1949. Spent 11 of his 15 years with the Tigrays. After his playing career, was a scout for the Braves, both the Milwaukee and Atlanta Braves. Retired in 1990. Charges $5 a piece. You guys might be thinking, Chris, you're so greedy. Hey, this was a simple transaction. Everyone knew what they were getting into. He had a set price, and I had a set number of cards. 2 crisp $20 bills later, and look at this haul from this vintage master of the signature. Look at those cool logos. Check out that tiger logo. Really cute logos back in the day, although the St. Louis Browns went the exact opposite direction. Looks like a caricature of Satan is on that card. And of course, we've got the 50 and the 51 Bowman cards there in the offseason. After the 50 season was over with, Bowman executives got together and said to themselves, what are we going to do for the 51 Bowman set? And someone said, I got a great idea. Let's make the cards bigger and put a nameplate on them. And that's what they did. Genius marketing idea. Probably saved a ton of money there. And great little haul from Johnny Groth. Awesome, guys. Don't dilly-dally on him. Send him if you got him. Let's move on to our 5th return of the day. Pittsburgh, PA. Let's rip into this. Find out who our next return is. That wasn't much of a rip. I see a name in there. Looks like this is going to be Ron Negray. Probably a player most of you have not heard of, but I'm going to spit some knowledge at you that will impress the hell out of you. There's Ron Negray there on a 1 year's wonder card. Those 1 year wonder cards are tough to come by. They are not cheap. Upper deck card as well as a signature card inscribed. Now, he pitched 54 innings in 1952 with the Pirates, went 1-6 with a 7 ERA. But that is not what made Ron Negray's career unbelievable. What made it unbelievable was the feat that he created on May 13th, 1952, playing for Class D in the Appalachian League. He was not feeling good. His stomach was upset. His manager gave him cottage cheese to settle his stomach. So that's the way things were done in 1952, apparently. In the 80s and 90s, it was Tommy Lasorda hawking Rolaids. Back in the 50s, it was cottage cheese. Could you imagine Tommy Lasorda, the late, great Tommy Lasorda, hawking cottage cheese on all those commercials in the 80s, in between his Slim Fast commercials? By the way, can you believe Tommy Lasorda lasted as long as he did? Man, that guy had some good genes. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, guys. May 13th, 1952, he had the upset stomach and everything, and he went on to pitch a no-hitter with 27 strikeouts. 9 times 3, guys. That's 27. Struck out. Every out of the game was a strikeout. It was a no-hitter. It wasn't a perfect game. He walked somebody. Somebody reached on in air. It was kind of flaky, and I think the 9th inning, the catcher purposely dropped a foul ball, so Ron had a chance at that 27th strikeout. I don't know if that's iffy or not. I mean, come on. You got to give the guy a chance to strike out the last batter, and he went on and struck out the last batter. And, of course, in his next outing, struck out 24 more players. Gave up a couple of hits, I do believe, in that game. So put together a pretty good week of baseball there. Hell of a lot of strikeouts, 50-something plus strikeouts in like 2 games or something like that. It was some sort of record, which will probably never be broken because, players don't pitch past the 6th inning now. So none of one of those records that is far out of reach in the modern era of baseball. But there you go, guys. A little bit of fun trivia about Ron Negray. Awesome return from him. He signed and inscribed that signature card with the date of that no-hitter and 27-out strikeout performance, including all the details. That was a really cool deal for him to do for me. I did not ask him to inscribe that, so don't hesitate on him. Ron is 88 years old, wink, and ship him if you got him, even if it's a signature card. Really nice piece of memorabilia to have of a guy that is still around, that did something no one else will ever do. Final return of the day comes to us from North Texas / Dallas, Texas. There's all sorts of cities on there. And we've got Tim Bogar. All right. Tim Bogar. Spring training send-off last year. Finally got it. Signed very nicely there in blue sharp. We got a note here. Let's Uh-oh, this is an error card. I signed the back. It's me. The front is Aaron Ledesma. Oh, this is going to be his Stadium Club card. Yeah, that does look a little off. Should have known that. It's close though. You could see where Topps could make a mistake, an honest mistake. And he signed the back. That's him standing there. Tim had a 9-year career. 4 with the Mets, 4 with the Astros, 1 with the Dodgers, and I think I'll send that off to Aaron Ledesma. I think he signs. That'd be a neat little card to get dual signed if anyone out there is looking for something weird to get completed. That's a nice little card to get completed. Who knew? Aaron Ledesma there's on the front. I love Tim Bogar. I like watching him play. Light hitting utility infielder, but played hard, and you got to love a player that plays hard like him. So 2019 World Series champion with the Washington Nationals. He was their first base coach starting in 2018, and I do believe he's probably still their first base coach in 2021. Sent this to spring training. He does sign through the stadium, so this might be a little out of date, although if you do want to send to the stadium, there it is. If you want to send to spring training, you can also do that as well. I think I got a return to sender from the stadium because it was after the season last year in 2019, and I sent him these cards plus a couple extras in spring training in 2020, and it took 300 plus days to get back to me. But there you have it, guys. I will have more on my spring training updates from last year. I said I would do. I will also, I'm hard at work, guys, getting my spring training send-offs for this year. I'm probably about a week behind. Probably should have sent them about a week ago, but I'm going to send them tomorrow, Tuesday. They should all be done and in the mail tomorrow. I wanted them Monday, which is today, but I'm not going to get them all done in time. So I want to get them all done and do the video for you guys. And I can't send out half and then send out another half the next day and then do a video that way. It would just be that'd be a mess. So I think I'll have good success rates. What I'm basically doing this year, something new, I'm going through my 2020 Topps sets, which I'm sure maybe some of you bought a few of those to get some of those extra cards in there, and cracked it open. I sorted the whole thing 1 to 700 so I could quickly find players. I printed off the checklist on Topps, going through players, kind of getting an idea by looking at SCN, Sports Collectors Net, to see who might sign and who I have no chance on getting to sign. So I'm still going to send off some long shots because why not? I already cracked the 2020 factory set, so it's not like I'm losing if I'm losing an Aaron Judge to try and send off another Aaron Judge card, I'm not out a whole lot of money. So it is what it is. Pretty excited about it. Really looking forward to getting that video out to you guys so you see who I'm setting off to in spring training this year and who I got back last year. Like I said in my rookie card explosion box video yesterday, that I got a few back recently that I sent off in early 2020. So the successes are still coming. I'll probably still get a few more successes even after I make the video. So I'll just keep updating my percentages and how well I've been doing on spring training. So, but I plan on sending off probably 30 or 40, maybe even more. Depends on how much time I have. I handwrite all my notes, so that's probably the most time-consuming part of the deal. So stick with me for that. I'll have that video up probably Wednesday or Thursday. So once those things are in the mail, all I got to do is just go over who I sent off to and in my confidence meter to see how confident I am in getting certain guys back. I'm pretty confident on a few of the younger guys I'm pretty excited about. So we'll see. Got a few Mets I'm going after as well. There's a couple of them, Jordan Yamamoto and their new catcher. I can't think of his name right now, but it's late. Their new catcher, he's a pretty good signer, so sending him off too. So there you have it, guys. Through the mail Monday, number 110 in the books. Look at that haul of cards this week. Hope you guys liked the video and found it somewhat interesting and entertaining. And of course, please hit that subscribe button. It's like sustenance for me. I thrive off those increased subscriber counts. It's always very exciting and encourages me to do bigger and better things. And it's really a sort of a pat on the back. I really appreciate it. For those that keep tabs on my videos and watch them periodically, I really appreciate it. I got lots of people in my sub list as well. I know you can't watch everything. It's impossible. Time restraints and all that other stuff. But hopefully we've developed a bit of a rapport together, and we're kind of friends now. So you'll give me a good old pat on the back and say, good job, Chris Cards. Keep it up. And I will. Have a lot of fun doing this. So hit that subscribe button, like this video as well. Not sure what that does, but what the hell, like that too. And comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this week's returns. And correct me on anything I screwed up on, which is something I routinely do. But I say a lot of stuff in a short period of time. I'm bound to make mistakes. So take it easy on me. And around that guy, that's a pretty cool return. Tim Bogar, Groth, Bubba, Tartabull, Coco. Got some good names in this week's returns. And all right, I'm done. I'm done rambling. Got to get to bed. And start fresh tomorrow morning, which is Monday, and get those returns going. Hopefully I can bust out a bunch tomorrow and get them in the mail ASAP. So, but hey, maybe these guys are bored hanging out in their hotel rooms because they can't go out, nightlife and all that stuff. And maybe they'll sign some more cards this year. Who knows? I don't know, but we'll find out together. So stick around, and we'll see how those spring training send-offs do, and we'll see how those spring training send-offs from last year's did as well. So that video is forthcoming. Stay tuned for that, and thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate it mucho. All right, see ya.